So this is the process of me making soap. I chose a goat milk soap base just because it was available to me at the time. And as you can see here, I got all the equipment, the mold. I got my lavender scent right there. And I also got my coloring. So today I want to talk about saponification. Saponification is an exothermic reaction that gives off heat. This happens when a fatty acid comes into contact with the lipase, which then turns into glycerol. And this is also a chemical reaction. So you can see in the video I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, but after that I did 10-second intervals to thoroughly melt it down and make sure it's ready to be poured. So in the video I'm handling it really carefully because it's very hot once you first get it out of the microwave and I don't want to get burned. So right here I grab my scent and I start to pour it, but this is a physical change because nothing chemically changed, and that's the difference between a physical and chemical change. With a chemical change there's always a reaction, but with a physical change it's just color, scent, and surface value things. So the color I decided to use was a lilac purple, and I thought that would suit my soap the best because it's just a beautiful color in my opinion. So this also happens to be a good example of an intensive property. No matter how much of the coloring I add, it'll always turn out that color. I could add an infinite amount of purple and it would always turn out that color. Now the opposite is an extensive property. For an example, it does depend on how much you heat it up, or it does depend on like how hot it is. So you can see me here holding out isopropyl alcohol, and this is to make sure there are no bubbles in the soap. I sprayed this off camera because I needed two hands. It was very tedious, but in my first try I messed this up and I had a ton of bubbles. So I want to talk about careers that could potentially be led through soap making. It's not just making soap and selling it through an online store. There's a lot of stuff that ties in, like saponification, that's a huge industry. Marketing the soap, that ties into a lot of stuff, like if you want to be a marketer or a designer, because at the end of the day there's a lot of things that you have to design about a soap if you want it to be sellable or marketable. If you want somebody to pick it up off of a shelf at a store, there's a lot of things that you need to think about and do for that to be good. But anyways, thank you for watching my video. That was the process of me making soap.